For the next stage, we are going to decompose our script into a number of different nodes. Each node will have its own procedure. Let's start by renaming the current node to skeleton. Then we will create one node to generate the panels making up the roof surface. To create a new node, you can just double-click on the canvas. To edit the text in the node, click one time on a node that is already selected. Nodes can be connected by hovering over the edge, and clicking when the border appears. We will create another node for the beams. The last node will be a node to generate colors. The colors node will have inputs from both the panels and beams nodes. But it will not have an input from the skeleton node, since that geometry is not required for the final model. The final connection is from the colors node to the end node. Currently, all nodes are displaying the same geometry. That is because the new nodes are all empty. They just pass on the model they receive. To go into a node, you can double-click it. Terminating a line will prevent the execution of the subsequent code and nodes. The process is terminated and no geometry is passed to the subsequent nodes too. We will disable the loft line and create the panels in a separate node. The panels node needs to get the arcs. So we need to add some attributes to the arcs. We will go to the end of the procedure and add an attribute to the arcs. The name of the attribute can be whatever you want. In this case we will call it name. Let's execute the procedure. We may select and visualize entities using the Select Entities function. And let's have a look at the polyline attributes. We can see that there is a column called name, and that the value is arc. Now let's go back to our panels node. And get the arcs. We will write an expression that extracts the arc polylines out of the model. The expression says, get all the polylines where the attribute name has a value arc. Now we print that line and execute, to check that we are actually getting a list of polylines. Now we loft the arcs. We will again add an attribute, so that later the color node can get the panels. We will again call the attribute name. And the value will be panel. We will only keep the created panels in the node. If we now go back to our flowchart, we can see the output of the different nodes. If we select skeleton, we see the law curve and arcs. If we select panels, we see the panels. If we select beams, we still just see the arcs, since that node is not doing anything yet. We need to create the beams. But for the beams, we are going to need some normal vectors on the arc positions. We will add those normals to our skeleton. So in the next video, we will go back to the skeleton node and add normals.